Hey, people. It's been a while. I hope that everyone is doing good, has enjoyed their holidays. I have been grinding. Do you hear me? Grinding. I took on a different contract this year that definitely ate up more of my time than I had assumed. And right now I'm driving, so I'm probably going to shut the camera off. But I do want to check in. I do want to make our comeback. I do want to come back. I've been keeping up with all of the shows as basically I possibly can. um those of you who follow the channel, you knew that I had a baby, and so toddler life is real. Salute to all the moms. I need to do a show just about that, like how are my mommypreneurs mastering this out. Okay, because I want to talk to you guys about Married to Medicine, but I'm looking at them like, all of them, their children are older. And Jackie doesn't have children, right? So she's able to overtly share into her career. And so for me, it's just figuring out the figure outs, as my brother would say, right? Um, but I'm like, oh my God, I miss my channel. I miss talking to everybody. I still have interviews that hasn't even gone public yet. And so, again, to those people, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. They will get aired and dropped. A girl is just trying to figure out all of the particulars in her life to balance it out. But anyway, if you are here, it's because you saw the title, which said Married to Medicine Hunty. So I'm actually driving en route to drop off things to my students. Isn't that crazy? I'm that type of teacher, right? I have to make sure they have what they need. But if you're not watching Married to Medicine and you're into the reality TV flow, what are you doing? You need to make sure you are tuned in, because that that little review, or what is it, their little opening that they shared to everybody, the opening was whack. I had to agree with everybody else. Like, it did nothing. And so those of us who are just automatic fans of the show, we're just going to tune in anyway, because that trailer, that's what it's called, the trailer did absolutely nothing. But I'm so happy that the show kicked off all the way correct. Like, how is it that you have Quad on here and Dr. G's new boo, who is clearly hysterical, but ain't needed at the same level as Quad, and nor should she be. You know why? Because they're two different type of women. And I think Dr. G is happy because he met someone more of his match, and that's no shade to her or to him. It's just that they're more on that same level. And I did watch Carlos King and Heavenly's last review of this third or fourth episode, and he said something like, Dr. G is slightly a little immature. And yeah, he kind of is, just for the things that he says, right? And then I'm looking at it, Quad came with standards. Not to say that the other lady doesn't. I'm not saying that. But Quad came with certain things. Like, you're not going to tell someone who is buying Chanel bags, red bottoms, or whatever, right? That you're not going to do X, Y, and Z. No, you're going to meet that woman where she's at, because that's technically what men do. And so I feel like Sweet Tea is not of the label. She's not anything of what Quad is, to an extent, right? Other than she's younger than G, than which same thing was with Quad. But I'm laughing because I'm like, okay, yeah. She's not going to demand the same type of things from this guy that Quad did, because she's not that girl. She's not that girl in that type of way. She's a good homegrown girl. Like, you know, small town vibes is what she gives me. I don't want to say hood comfortable, but maybe hood comfortable. I mean, I don't know if that's not really a term, but that's the term I'm going to use. Okay. And so I like her because she's exciting and funny to me. I am with Heavenly, like, there's some red flags here. And so, sis, be careful, because you're dealing with an older man and you're young. And if you're not mature as the woman to be dealing with an older man, there's some things that's going to fly over your head. And he is going to come off like trying to be a father figure versus your companion. And so, but that's grown woman talk right there anyway. Um, And I do find it interesting that you was like, oh, you're going to give him what Quad couldn't give him, right? Which is this baby, this family. But then you're dealing with the whole thing, issues with fibroids and stuff. And so, sis, if you ever come across this, drink raspberry tea. Now, I had Beverly on this channel. Go check out her interview with me that we did earlier this year, where we talked about that, because fibroids and Black women are very, very hot topic for this whole entire year. And it's almost like an epidemic among us with the way these things are sprouting out. Like all the women are starting to come into contact with the fibroids or developing fibroids. And I'm like, is it the food that we're all eating? Um, diet and lifestyle plays a large piece to a lot of things, but there are some things that might not be in our control that we're just grabbing in, right? So, like somebody doing something with the water, we don't know. But I digress because that's a whole different conversation. But I'm just gonna say I thought it was very interesting that this lady is talking about she want to have a baby, whether she got issues with the fibroids, and fibroids will stop you or can stop you for having the pregnancy that you want. So I'm just wishing her all the best, because there are so many women who struggle with that and really want to have children. And so dealing with that health issue, it feels like it takes away from your dreams of becoming a mom. But with all that being said, let me get back to the show, Hunty. Then to see Quad pop up at this girl's bridal shower, bachelor slash bachelorette party. Now, Quad says she was working, and I understand what she means by that, because, yeah, she got a job to do for the show, but I'm still like, I don't know. I do think that my girl was a little fans out, like, oh my God, it's Quad that's here at my shower. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, girl. Stop. This is your future husband's ex-wife. And they don't have to be no beef, but I just was like, ooh, this is awkward. This is awkward. But let me tell you, in true Quad fashion, in grown woman fashion, baby, here's a gift. Let me show you that there's nothing inside of me that want that fool that you're about to marry. Peace and blessings onto you and what y'all do. Okay? And she left graciously. Toya definitely was a hater. I laughed so hard because Toya was so angry at the fact that Sweet Tea wasn't angry that I couldn't stop laughing. Because I was like, girl, you madder than the bride to be. That don't even make any sense. But okay, girl, I see you. You mad. And I do agree that I just want to know. I want Toya and them to come true. Like, are they cousins? Because they really do kind of look alike. They look like they could be family, but anyway, and so it was still so funny, like, oh no, Quad's gonna have to leave. Quad was like, okay, I've been thrown out of better places, baby. You ain't saying nothing but a word. It's your gift and good riddance, okay? Like, nobody's mad. Oh my God, this show has been so good. It's so lighthearted. It's funny shade, you know. There's some things where you just be like, oh hell no. But when you see Dr. Heavenly, you know it's gonna be a laugh anyway. And then for the fear fact that Dr. Heavenly sitting there telling everybody, I don't think this marriage is gonna work. I don't know if they should be getting married. And then get to the wedding to see her name is not on the list. Sis, you knew she was feeling so she was gonna get that information. You was talking in front of her maid of honor. The maid of honor is not your friend. She that girlfriend, so she gonna tell her what you said. But what was even more funny is Bravo saying, no, you are going to be at this wedding. You are going to come into this wedding. You are going to sit down. Okay. Like, if we paid for the beef Wellington, allegedly, then yes, we get to dictate who's going to be in those seats because we are paying for some of this. So I just thought it was so funny. If you're not, like I said, if you're not watching Married to Medicine, please watch Married to Medicine. You will not be disappointed because these girls are definitely hilarious for their season 10. All right, y'all. I'm about to run into this school building, y'all. So, I can't be on the phone trying to do this, that, and the third. But I look forward to connecting with you guys soon. Just have some patience with me. Thank you for everybody who's still subscribed to the channel. And I'm going to make it work somehow, some way. All right. Everybody have a good one. Take care. Enjoy your afternoon. Bye.